Hello everyone. Today I'm bringing you here Massiv X player. First of all, I want to walk you on how to get it and how to install it, and then we will check what is so great about Massiv X player and also Massiv X, which is an amazing synthesizer. So let's check it out. The first thing we got to do is we need to add the Massiv X player to our account. So if you don't have an account at Native Instruments, you just need to create your account. But once you have your account, you can go and add Komplete Start to your account. So you just go and follow the link, free download, of course, click on it over here, and then you click on get the software. Once you click on get the software, you add Komplete Start to your account. So you just click on it. I already have it. There's no change you will see here. It will ask you to install Native Access. So once you have Native Access installed, you can launch Native Access, and then you will see products and serials. And right there in your products and serials tab, Komplete Start, let me look for it, Massiv X player. So you need to add your license there. And you also need to add the library that comes with it. Some people have reported having some problems with installing it. I did too. So what I had to do, I had to remove the old installation, remove the library. By the way, if you're removing the old Massiv X factory library and you have user patches, please back up them before going to this step. Remove it by uninstalling it. And then add the serial here, the serial that you get from Native Instruments in your products and serials. So right there, you copy it and you enter it here. And then you will see it activated so you can start downloading it. There is no much space you need. It's less than a gigabyte, and the factory library is 127 megabytes. So it's not too much. Then you can restart your DAW. I mean, you should scan your plugins again, and it looks like this. But what we got new is the play tab with this update. What can we do here? Well, this is amazing for checking the patches. This is a great way to try different settings without having to go inside and edit the patch, but quickly just taking a little peek sneak over them. So let's take a look at them. What you're gonna get after installing it is the MX player library with these sounds. So quickly you can scroll over them. And something nice about this is that it can sync to your project tempo. What exactly is this? What do we have here? Well, when I look at the new Play tab on the Native Instruments Massiv X, it reminds me of Lunacy Audio Cube, or maybe effects like Portal by Output, that by means of the graphical interface, you are modulating your sounds and quickly obtaining different settings. How it works is that you have below these 8 buttons that are straight link to the first 8 macros of your Edit tab. As you can see, for example, here, if I switch knob number 3, frequency knob, all the way to the left, this is translating here into the edit page on the 3rd macro all the way to the left. Now I'm turning it back to the right. You will see it's now all the way here. When you start the Animator motion, you can see how the knobs turn and move. If you go back here to the Edit tab, you will see they're moving. If you find a setting that you really like, you just stop the Animator here. and those settings are going to be retained. But the most important thing is that this can boost your workflow to quickly achieve different timbres from the synthesizer once you have set macro modulation with the first 8 macro buttons. In the case that you only have Massiv X Play version, well, you cannot access the full edit tab, but with this first 8 knobs you can obtain a lot of different sounds. Most of the sounds or presets that come into the factory library only have the first 8 macros linked to some modulation parameters. Don't forget that Massiv X has on the upper part 16 macros that you can link to your controller, and they will show up, for example, in maschine, or they will show up also in your automation settings on your DAW. Basically, how it works. We have those 4 corners and we can create different settings, or we're going to get different settings from each corner. But it's very important to keep in mind that these are not snapshots or memory slots. And what I mean with this is something I'm going to explain next. If you create a setting, for example, in corner 1 that you really like, for example, let's add a little reverb here. And I think, all right, let's start from there and let's move to corner 2 to add a little movement. So then next, I'm going to send the X-Y modulator to corner 2. And here, upon the reverb, I'm going to add some kick up and maybe some tube distortion. So if I go back to corner 1, I lost already the kick up original position all the way to the left and the tube position all the way to the left too. Okay, so what can I do if I like a setting? I have these toggles on and off so I can keep the reverb out of the equation of the X-Y modulation, like this. No matter the different settings that it will create on corner 2, 4, or 3, my reverb will be at the same position I just left. For example, let's leave the kick up all the way in the middle, and now no matter if I go to corner 1, 3, 4, or 2, they will be on the same position. Now, the other thing that I have here are these randomizers. And what I can do is that if I stay on corner 1, I can try different settings using the randomize button. And I can start from there. What I have to the right is the Animator, and it will add automatic movement to the X-Y modulator with all those different shapes going from square, circular, a triangle, or a vertical line. Now, what's most interesting about this is that it can sync up to my project tempo. So let's say my project tempo at 128. So now I'll toggle the sync on, and you can see how this changes to the subdivision. And I can have it into 8 notes, quarter notes, half notes, bars, and so on. So let's listen to it. Let's go back to the square shape and let's listen. Remember, to make it work, you need to play your project. And there you go. At the moment, the movement of the knobs, it's a little random. But it would be great that native instruments could address this to make the four corners work like snapshots. And upon the setting that you create on the different corners, the modulation could occur. Imagine that I would like this setting on the corner 4. So if I want to keep this setting, I click on the snapshot 4. Okay, if I create a different setting, for example, I want to create another scheme of settings, I click on the corner 2 snapshot and I could create the different setting. And now as I move from corner 2 to corner 4, I'll get that setting. That would be amazing, because right now it's a little bit random what you get. But anyway, what can help you is to quickly achieve different sounds from all the presets, so you can estimate how far or how different can they sound without even having to go to the Edit tab.
Hey, hello! If my video is helping you in any way and you're enjoying it, it will help me a lot if you can give it a like and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for your support.
Okay, so that's how it works, and it helps to go and scroll very quick over the patches that you have. Wow, nice bass there. Okay, this is a nice thing, a nice idea, so you can choose your favorites and they're gonna be kept. With this video, I also brought you something real nice. We're going to listen to some Lewoxy's Massiv X selection he just launched. Let's listen first to some examples he gave us. Nice keys. Wow, nice keys. Very good. Very clean plug. You can use multi-purpose. Wow, I love the bass. That sound already gave me some nice ideas. If you want to get this back, you will find the link below, posted there, and you can go right straight. He also is offering 4 Massiv X presets from his collection pack. I'm going to show how to download them. To try them, you add your email. Okay, so you click the checkout now, and you will get the download as a zip file. What you need to do then is go to your downloads folder, and you will find it there. It's called Lewoxy Massiv X Selection. And what I did is that I opened them in my user folder. So I went back to Massiv X, show the user content folder, click there, you open and compress the zip file there, and you will have them. Airwaves 2, all about, backward, pleasures, beam, vels, birds. Let's go and try them. What we need to do is click here on the user, and there we have them. Okay, so the first one is airwaves. So let's go into the play mode. That's something, I don't know, maybe this is not working yet, but you'll need to have the all banks there, because you can still not all banks. Maybe let me see if I click on all banks and then activate or toggle my user, and then you can see them, because there's no way right now to have only your user library showing up. So this is something that still needs to be taken care of, because, for example, I do used to create my own patches for my production. So this is somehow complicated. It would be great to know, for example, how we could create this. This is a question for Native Instruments developers. How we could create our banks, user banks, yeah, and to make them show up here. But let's go to all banks and toggle the user one so we can listen to our friend patches. Don't forget to walk there. We're listening right now to Lewoxy's Massiv X collection. Sorry if I spelled it wrong. Lewoxy's, he has a couple more. So you can check the hip hop snares too, and this Massiv X selection, and the one that we're listening to. So there are 3 packs there you can check on. Okay, this was very easy. You just put your email and check. If you really like them, go buy them. They really sounded good as what we heard here on the SoundCloud. So go check them. Let's try them here on the play tab. Okay, let's try to turn the animator on. There you go. Airwaves 2. It's a little bit darker than the first one. Okay. Let's listen to the all about. Wow, nice plug. Okay, let's see. Wow. Lovely. Okay, now with the animator on, we have a little peek sneak over the filter and different modulations that he set for us. I gotta tell you, all those lower buttons here, remember, this 8 modulation macros, you can connect them one-to-one to every control that you want, or you can also map them to multiple sources or multiple amps via or by modulating right straight. Yeah, and you can also keep the animator on and off so you can see what it's modulating. If for a second or something you found a setting that you liked, this is amazing because you can say, all right, right there, and you turn the animator off. And for example, let me show you what I mean with this. You have the animator on, and I'm playing this patch here. Okay, so I'll go to the edit. And mind you, at this position, I like the way it's sounding there. So right there, you can just stop the animator and the patch is with that setting there. Nice. And while you can also save your variation as a new preset. Obviously, you got to keep the name for it. Yeah. Okay. That's important. Okay. Very good. All right. So let's go back and let's listen to a couple of them more. Okay. So let me open our friends' collections so I'm not lying about what are we listening to, because maybe we're listening to my own patches and I'm thinking we're listening to Lewoxy. But okay, so the next one, it's all about, that's the one that we were listening to, and then we have one that's called Backward Pleasures, which is this one. Okay, let me turn my ARP off. Nice. This one, I really like that. Very good. Okay. The next one is Beam. Let's listen to that one. Wow. Like a brassy type of lead. Very good. I really like it. Okay. Bells is, yeah, it's his. Wow. This is, you can use it as a keyboard. Let's see. Wow, lovely. I can think of a reggaeton type of keyboard there. Okay. Birds, it's also his. So let's listen to this one. Some airy and watery sounds. Let's listen to that on the lower register. Okay, so let's turn on the Animator. Wow. Some of these patches you can add like further functionality by maybe adding the velocity layer to some of the filter and other functions, or just the modulation wheel. But this one, it's a really nice sound effect. Very good. Okay, brushes. Okay, let's listen to this. Okay, upper register, let's go. Okay, cool. Butter. It's also his. Let's see. Okay, Call Me LA. Really like it. Wow, good job with those one. Chance. Thinking of something like this here. Wait. Club Atmosphere 1 and 2. If you are interested in listening all of them, there you are. Please come and get them. Let me check back the price, but I think the price was really, really low. And you're getting a nice pack. I mean, you gotta get the full pack here. It's 5 only. Come on. They sound really good. Good job, buddy. Just keep in touch and let me know what you think about these sounds and what you think about the Massiv X update with this play tab. If you just got it in the summer of sound, please comment what else would you like to learn about this powerful synthesizer. If you like this video and you want to learn more about synthesis or about Massiv X,